In all this volume of work, and all this disputation, and all this argument about what a word or a phrase might mean, someone wrote down, "Nothing is more becoming a man than silence. It is not the preaching, but the practice that ought to be considered as the more important. A profusion of words is sure to lead to error." And that's the paradox that the rabbis were in, that we are all in. We understand the world through words, and we talk and we discuss and we try to figure things out, because it's very difficult to move if you don't have an idea of where you're going. But at the same time, you do have to go. You can't settle for just discussing life. You have to live it. And you have to practice it. And we have to experiment. And so sometimes it's good not to be an expert, but to be a worker, to be someone who submerges into life. But silence also has its downside. As in this text, who can protest and does not is an accomplice in the act. Think of that in today's Indiana. When people try to discriminate against gay and lesbian and transgender people, when legislation is passed to lower wages for the working class and tax on the rich are lowered. These things are kind of inevitable because those in the majority want them, but they're not inevitable when a people raises their voice in protest. He who carries out one good deed acquires an advocate in his own behalf, and he who commits one transgression acquires an accuser against himself. Repentance and good works are like a shield against calamity. Think of everything you do. What is a good deed? What is a transgression? What type of food you buy has an impact. To buy food from a community-supported agricultural program, as we have an opportunity given to us by Purdue students, is a way to know where your food is coming from. A way to help educate people at one of the greatest agricultural schools of how to do sustainable agriculture that relies on human-to-human contact more than chemicals and pesticides and monoculture of plants. So a good deed can be as small as what carrot you're eating. Or it can be rescuing somebody who is hurt along the side of the road. And these good deeds have consequences. All deeds have consequences. And being aware of that, sometimes you can prevent bad consequences if one is careful of one's deeds.